Hey YouTube, what's going on? We are the Q&A channel. He's Q, I'm A. We're here to bring you reviews. We are the bringers of reviews, and we are going to go over a little background on ourselves. Q.
Yeah, I've played with computers over the past some years, and yeah, I like to fix them. I like to play video games. I like to do other techie stuff. Just an all-around nerd. Uh,
Yes, he
and
is. And I've been pretty much tinkering with technology my whole life. I've been breaking them and learning how to fix them because I had no other choice. My parents would be very upset with me. Our whole thing is we want to bring you guys unbiased reviews because the whole stigma on the internet is that everyone has to pick a side. You have to only like one thing. That's all it's allowed. And it's human nature, but we want to try to have two of us so that we can give you guys unbiased reviews, kind of give you guys both sides of the coin, and just kick it to you the real deal.
yeah,
Cool.
biasly unbiased.
Biasedly unbiased,
Yeah.
exactly. Perfect. Cool, so we hope you enjoy. Okay, so we called the video Pixel Perfect to discuss the entire lineage of the Pixel phone. So I have the Pixel 1 from Google. Q has the Pixel 2.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be discussing the Pixel 3 rumors, leaks, and what we're hoping to expect.
Yes,
Yeah, what I don't expect it yet. I'm hoping to expect it.
yes, we understand the redundancy of what you said.
They might not. Anyway, so Pixel 1. I've had it for a year and a half now, a little over a year and a half actually. It'll be 2 years in December. I love this phone. Probably the only smartphone I've ever owned that I still like it after like 6 months probably.
Mm-hmm.
But really after a year, I still like it. I've had no issues really with it, except obviously now, after time, battery life deteriorates a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It happens. And with Android 9.0, it's actually slowed down a little bit, which I think yours did as well, so we can talk about that. And so yeah, 2 cameras, one front, one back. Doesn't have anything extra like all the new phones do. It's 12 megapixel in the rear, 8 megapixel in the front. The phone itself has 4 gigs of RAM, Snapdragon 821. It's an 8-core processor. It has a 5-inch display, big bezels, which we'll talk about bezels a little bit, and notches. We'll talk about those later. And has a headphone jack and the rear fingerprint, which I believe the Nexus phones had. The thing is, we're not going to talk about Nexus too much because the Google Nexus phone is what drove our videographer to go to Apple.
Yes.
So
Yes.
he's going to keep us grounded with any Apple comments, but I personally actually don't hate Apple as much.
If we let him talk.
If we let him talk,
Yeah.
actually, yeah. If we let him talk, he'll bring us back a little bit in the middle. No, I'm kidding. So anyway, Pixel 1, great phone. I still like it, but I obviously am a nerd, right? So I'm excited for the Pixel 3.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get into the Pixel 3, Q, how's your Pixel 2?
The Pixel 2 is much better than the Pixel 1, which I had for a year. And then they said, you know what? We're going to make it better. Let's give them the Pixel 2. And I bought it immediately. So this is the Pixel 2. It looks roughly the same as the Pixel 1. There's 2 front-facing speakers in the front, like I said. And they're pretty good. They don't have a lot of bass or anything like that, but they're good for just leisurely listening to music. Put it on in the shower or something like that. Front-facing camera is 8 megapixels as well. The rear-facing camera is 12.2. I don't know if it is 12.2 or not.
I'm not.
But it's 12.2 megapixels. And the same fingerprint sensor as well.
What they did do is they took the fingerprint sensor from the glass, they put it a little lower.
I didn't notice that.
And the back of your phone is got some more grip, so
Yeah.
I'm scared using mine without a case, which obviously, as you can tell, the case didn't help it that much, unfortunately. It's kind of sad.
It's more of a user error than the phone. But I usually use a case with it, and recently I haven't used the case to get a feel for it. It's been a little weird. It's a little slippery, but it's not that bad. I do think I had more issue with the Pixel 1, though.
Yes.
And I did hate the headphone jack at the top. I thought I was going to be a little upset without having a headphone jack, but I like it now. I like just having a Bluetooth speaker. I don't like or headphones. I don't like dealing with the wires anymore. It's a nice.
Yes, and that's actually why I hated no headphone jack in the new phones. Another reason why I didn't get the Pixel 2, all of them being cheap. And
mostly.
one thing, it kind of counterintuitive, right? So this fingerprint sensors on the back. So when you take it out of your pocket, your hand's there. If you have to put your phone in your pocket the other way because the headphone jack, it's not really. It's not ergonomic anymore, right?
I don't know why they did that. That
so
was stupid.
I'm sure they had a reason. To be fair,
it was a bad one, whatever it was.
Also, fun fact: only one of these is actual speaker.
Oh.
One is a fake speaker.
I didn't know that. This is why you just upgrade out the gate, guys. Just go
that's
with
right.
the next one.
Yeah.
So also with the fingerprint sensor, which is a nice. Oh man, that's Discord. So which is nice. It has the swipe motion. You can get to your little hot buttons here. And that's cool.
Phones had it.
And it's good. It's a nice phone. It's a 5-inch display. It's something like that. It's nice.
Yeah.
It looks good. That's all that matters.
Both 920 by 1080p.
Yeah.
So
it's a nice rounded phone. I don't know where we're gonna go from here though.
Right. So that brings us to the Pixel 3. Yeah. They're both great phones, top notchless phones. Notchless being the big thing. And where are we gonna go? It's really hard, you know. There's only so many ways you can improve this. It doesn't really need to be thinner. It doesn't need to be. If you want the XL, you can get the XL. Otherwise, it doesn't need to be bigger.
Yeah, I don't do the XL. It's too much money for no reason.
The cameras are both really, really good. And both phones, obviously, it's part software, which I'm sure they'll be able to improve that.
Software is fantastic for the camera. It's just
100%.
I'm not going to say top notch.
Video, top notch list. Anyway, so yeah, great phones. Where do they go from there? So talking about notches, the Pixel 3 is rumored to have, the leaks, is rumored to have a big notch here that the internet's going crazy about. They don't like, they like the iPhone. Some people like the iPhone notch. I actually was a fan of it. Still kind of am.
I don't
Not
care.
so much.
Yeah.
He doesn't care for it. I think it's kind of cool. I don't like bezels. I don't. So the fact that there's just even less bezel, I liked it. I mean, it makes me excited.
Entitled kids wanting your...
Says the guy who upgraded to the Pixel 2. And, by the way, his watch, I have a first-gen 360.
Don't worry about it.
He has a second-gen.
It's
got it better than me.
I'm fine with this.
Yeah, entitled. Anyway, so the Pixel 3, the notch is kind of like, right? We don't know how we feel about it. A lot of people on the internet's going crazy over it. They think it's too deep, whereas if you actually look at the iPhones, the XS is a little wider, so it's probably the same surface area. Rumored to have 4 gigs of RAM and just 2 cameras. Actually, sorry, 3 cameras this time. 2 in the front facing and 1 in the rear, which a lot of people have been complaining about. I really don't think it's a big deal. It's been pretty much one of, if not the best camera since the Pixel 1, with just 1 camera, 1 front and back. So I really don't think they need anything else.
Yeah, it's doing well.
It's doing well.
Don't need to add more.
Right. And so, where can they go from there? What would you expect? What else do you expect?
No, that's a really
it's a loaded question.
Pointed question. I don't know what else to expect, because this is a top notch. I'm not saying notch again.
Less.
This is the ultimate. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. Phone that I can think of for myself personally. I like that it's simplistic. I like that there isn't a bunch of extra stuff on here. It's just a straightforward phone. It does what it needs to do, and it does it well. So I don't know where else they're going to go from there. If you can take away the bezel, fantastic. But that's not a deal breaker for me. I don't know what else. Maybe they'll come out. I think the 10 for the Android software is coming out. Maybe that'll have a nice cohesion with the new hardware, a faster processor and whatnot.
Hopefully, yeah.
But I don't know where else they can go from there.
And it's fair. I really don't know. This is pretty much Google's answer to the iPhone, like you were saying. Very simplistic. Nothing extra or fancy. No, curved edges or anything. Well, no significantly curved edges, I guess.
Yeah.
And it works. It works really well. And so we're really hoping, whether the notch thing is true or not, whether any of the rumors are true, it's very possible Google could be pulling our legs on this one. They could have launched this phone. This is my theory that I'm sure other people might have too. They launched these leaks. They have these leaks coming out, leaving them in the back of the Lyft car and all these videos and stuff on YouTube and whatnot.
And no one has gotten fired?
No one has gotten fired, so...
I don't believe it.
Probably doing it on purpose. Whether or not they're actually listening to everyone's backlash and they're going to fix it. We'll find out.
I mean, it's clever. It's mildly annoying, but it is clever.
Mildly annoying, yeah, it could be. I mean, I like the mystery of it, but I'm curious. Like,
I want to know now.
Before you didn't ever know, but you had a good idea what to expect. Honestly, now I'm not really sure. Maybe it will be a completely different phone.
I don't
Who
know what
knows?
they're coming out with. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll see.
we'll find out. We're excited to find out. We plan to do another video at the release of it, just talking specs, talking what we learned and what we're hoping, what we're going to see. And then we'll do another review video later on, just kind of comparing it. And since our videographer has an iPhone XS, we're going to probably compare them eventually, and
Let's do it.
we'll see what the best phone is.
I will try to be as nice as I can.
We hope you liked the video. Please don't forget to like it, subscribe, and leave a comment below if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Thank you very much. Feel free to leave a comment below. Please feel free to leave a comment below. Damn it.
In the below. Leave a comment down there. Not down there. Down there.